There's a neighborhood in Osaka, Japan. Old houses packed tight together. Drainage pipes running under narrow streets for decades. And somewhere in that neighborhood, there's a grandma. Her home has been completely roach-free for 40 years. Not rarely sees them. Not barely notices them. Zero. Not a single one. Her neighbors on the left call exterminators every single year. The ones on the right spray chemicals under every sink. They're all spending hundreds of dollars fighting the exact same battle, year after year. And they keep losing. This woman has spent nothing, absolutely zero, and she wins every single time. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what she does step by step. By the time you finish watching, you probably won't ever need to buy roach poison again. Let me ask you something real quick. Last time you spotted a roach in your house, what did you do? Grab a can of spray? Throw down some sticky traps? Maybe toss a roach bait station under the sink and call it a day? Yeah, most people do exactly that. And here's the problem. That approach is wrong from the very start. You've probably heard this before, but it's worth repeating. The moment you see one cockroach in your house, there are already dozens more hiding somewhere you can't see. That's not a scare tactic. That's just how cockroaches work. They're masters at staying out of sight. That one roach you spotted, that's the scout. The rest of the colony is tucked inside your walls, behind your pipes, under your kitchen floor, completely unbothered. You spray once, maybe kill a few stragglers. The main population doesn't even flinch. They just keep breeding. You think you're fighting a war. You're basically just swatting at air. So before we get into any tactics, I need to flip the way you're thinking about this. There's a concept in Japanese culture called Soji. It roughly translates to cleaning, but it means a whole lot more than that. In Japan, kids start learning this in elementary school. Every single day, students are responsible for cleaning their own classrooms, sweeping floors, scrubbing toilets, organizing shared spaces. No janitors, they do it themselves. That's not punishment. That's a mindset being built from the ground up. The idea is simple. A clean, well-maintained environment stops problems before they ever start. When you apply that thinking to cockroaches, it's incredibly effective. Because here's the real truth that pest control companies don't want you to focus on. You don't have a killing cockroaches problem. You have an inviting cockroaches problem. Every single roach that walks into your home was invited in. Not on purpose, obviously, but through unsealed gaps in your pipes, the grease buildup behind your stove, the smell coming off your trash can, food scraps left out overnight. Every one of those things is basically a welcome mat. Instead of waiting for roaches to show up and then scrambling to deal with them, the goal is to make your home a place they don't want to come near in the first place. Take back the invitation. That's step one. So once you've done that, what comes next? I'll show you the weapons that are probably already sitting in your kitchen right now. All right, let's get into actual methods. I'm going to give you 2 recipes. You almost certainly have the ingredients for both of these at home right now. Recipe 1, baking soda and sugar. This one couldn't be simpler. 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of baking soda. Mix them together and place the mixture in areas where roaches tend to show up. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds way too simple to actually work. Stay with me because there's real science behind this. Cockroaches have an acidic digestive system. Sugar smells irresistible to them, so they go straight for it. Once they eat the mixture, the baking soda hits that acidic environment in their stomach and starts producing carbon dioxide gas. Here's where it gets interesting. Cockroaches can't burp. They can't vomit either. That gas has nowhere to go. It just keeps building up, pressing against their organs, until the damage is fatal. Usually within a few hours. And the best part? It's completely harmless to humans, kids, and pets. The biggest advantage of this method? 0 barrier to entry. You can make it right now. Actually, pause the video for a second. Go check if you have these 2 ingredients in your kitchen. If you do, make a batch tonight. Don't put it off. Recipe 2, borax and potato bait, the chain reaction method. This one comes from a Japanese folk remedy that's been passed down for generations. They call it Housan Dango. Here's how you make it. Boil or steam a potato, mash it up, mix in a little minced onion, then add a small amount of borax powder. Roll it into little balls and place them in dark, out-of-the-way spots around your home. Borax powder is cheap and easy to find at most hardware stores or online. The potato and onion combo acts as serious bait. Roaches are drawn right to it. Once they eat it, the borax disrupts their nervous system and slowly dehydrates them from the inside out. But here's the part that really makes this method brutal. Cockroaches eat each other. When one roach dies from the bait inside their nest, the others will come along and eat it. Then they get poisoned too. And the cycle keeps going. One tiny ball of bait can trigger a chain reaction that wipes out an entire colony. Spend almost nothing. Eliminate the whole nest. Using their own behavior against them, that's what I'd call a total takedown. Now, is poison alone enough? Not quite. Because you still haven't sealed off the routes they're using to get inside. This next part hits close to home for me. So let me tell you a quick story. My wife is a clean freak. And I mean that in the most extreme possible way. We're talking zero tolerance for a single hair on the floor. She wipes down every surface in the house every single day. The inside of the fridge looks like a showroom. And yet, every now and then, some random bug would still show up out of nowhere. She was losing her mind. What more can I possibly do? That's when it clicked for me. How clean your home is and whether bugs get inside are two completely separate things. The real issue is the hardware. Drain pipes, range hood exhaust ducts, the gap where a water pipe goes through the wall, the tiny space between your window frame and the wall. Those are cockroach highways. You can have the cleanest kitchen imaginable and still get ambushed by something crawling up through your drain. So physical sealing is non-negotiable. Here's what I want you to do tonight. Grab a flashlight and go check the back of your dishwasher, around the base of your toilet, and where any pipes enter your walls. Look for gaps bigger than about ½ inch. Don't dismiss small gaps. Cockroaches can flatten their bodies and squeeze through a space about as thin as a credit card. If you can slide a pencil into a crack, a roach can get through it. Once you find gaps, fill them with silicone caulk or expanding foam sealant. A lot of Japanese homeowners take it one step further and mix cayenne pepper powder into their caulk before applying it. Capsaicin, the compound that makes chili peppers burn, is basically toxic gas to cockroaches. It hits their respiratory system hard enough that they won't go near that spot again. Sealed gaps plus capsaicin, that's a serious 1-2 punch. Now, once the physical barriers are in place, there's one more layer to add. Cockroaches use the sensory receptors on their antennae to navigate, find food, and locate mates. Their sense of smell is essentially their GPS. Concentrated peppermint oil or clove oil completely overloads that system. It's like jamming their signal. Soak a few cotton balls in either oil, 5 to 8 drops each, and tuck them into kitchen corners, under the trash can, inside dark cabinet spaces. Swap them out every 5 to 7 days as the oil evaporates. A cockroach that can't smell can't navigate. It can't find food or water or its way back to the nest. So it leaves. You don't even have to kill it. You just make your home unlivable for it. All right, sealing and essential oils are handling prevention. But what if they're already inside? Here's a completely free trap that works better than sticky boards, and I'll tell you exactly why I'm such a fan of it. This one comes from a personal experience that I genuinely don't want to repeat. A while back, we had a mouse get into the house. I went out and bought almost 10 sticky mouse traps and spread them all over the place. Then I just waited. 2 full weeks of being on edge, jumping at every little sound, checking the traps first thing every morning. It was exhausting. The mouse eventually got caught. But those 2 weeks of constant anxiety? Genuinely miserable. And that's the core problem with passive traps. You're just sitting there, waiting, stressed, hoping for the best. So when I came across the beer bottle trap, I immediately understood why it works better. Here's how to set it up. Take an empty glass bottle or jar, pour in a small amount of leftover beer or any liquid with a fermented smell. Then coat the inside of the neck with a generous layer of cooking oil. The fermented smell pulls cockroaches in. They climb right down into the bottle. Once they're inside, their feet hit the oil-coated glass. There's nothing to grip. They can't climb back out. Leave it overnight and check it in the morning. This is an active lure versus passive waiting, and the difference in results is massive. This is actually the same principle Japanese farmers have used for centuries to protect their grain stores. They'd line up 3 or 4 of these traps along the walls of their storage buildings, clear them out every morning, and catch a dozen or more in a single night. No resetting required, it just works. Now for the thing most people completely overlook, but it might actually be the most important piece of all this. Now, cockroaches can survive for about a month without food. Without water? They're dead in a week. Water is their lifeline. There's a Japanese evening ritual called fuki soji. Loosely translated, it means something like the wiping practice before bed. The actual habit is incredibly simple. Before you go to sleep, wipe down your kitchen sink and the area around any bathroom drains. Get them completely dry, every last drop. That one habit cuts off the cockroach's last supply line in your home. My household has been doing this for years. It's become second nature. Honestly, not a big deal at all once it's built into your routine. But I get it. For most people, that's the hardest part. Not because it's physically demanding. Wiping something dry takes 10 seconds. The hard part is human nature. Most of us have this low-level assumption in the back of our heads. There's no roach right now, so I'll deal with it if it becomes a problem. That mindset right there is the actual gap between you and a grandmother who hasn't seen a cockroach in 4 decades. She doesn't use some secret formula. She just built a set of small habits and never stopped doing them. That's what this whole thing comes down to. The war against cockroaches isn't won with the right spray or the best trap. It's won through consistent habits versus human laziness. The families that never have roach problems aren't lucky. They've built an environment where roaches genuinely cannot survive. That grandmother in Osaka doesn't fight cockroaches. She just lives in a way that makes her home completely inhospitable to them. The battle is over before it even begins. All right, let's bring it all together real quick. Here's the full $0 roach elimination system. Step 1. Shift your mindset. Stop trying to kill roaches. Start making your home somewhere they don't want to be. Step 2. Go on offense in the kitchen. Baking soda and sugar, you can make it right now. Borax and potato bait uses their own cannibalistic behavior to wipe out the whole nest. Step 3. Seal and block. Caulk every gap. Add cayenne to the sealant and use peppermint oil to knock out their navigation system. Step 4. Trap smarter. The beer bottle trap actively lures them in. No more waiting around for a sticky board to get lucky. Step 5. Cut off their water. Wipe your sink and drains dry before bed. Every night, 5 steps. You can start tonight. If this video changed the way you think about dealing with roaches, hit that like button. It seriously helps more people find this content who actually need it. And if you're dealing with any other household pest issues or home maintenance headaches, drop it in the comments. I read everything and I'll cover it in a future video. See you in the next one.